Hey guys, welcome to Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This is for Season 3, Episode 7. First of all, let me say that Glenn is more the man than he was before, which is actually quite a lot, I think. It really took some balls to actually headbutt Merle in the face and break his news and taking down that walker being duct taped to a chair. I mean, just wow. I didn't think that anybody could do it, but really, I'm not surprised that if anybody could do it, it'd be Glenn. Because just wow, just wow. And the thing with Michonne outside the fence, I'm not surprised that she was able to take down so many by herself, but when the walkers kind of got over her and stuff, I thought she was going to be kind of screwed, so I kind of thought that she was a character that was really only going to last a couple of episodes in the actual series. Does I don't know. It just kind of clicked off in my head that she might actually die in this episode. So I know she's kind of got her name and stuff like at the beginning credits and everything, but so does Sarah Wayne Gellar. She's the one who played Lori, and she was out of it pretty quick in season 3. Um, I'm sure that whenever they do season 4, they're gonna have to totally redo the title screen because they're really gonna have to add a lot of names and take a lot of names out, and uh, I just think that at the end of this episode, or sorry, at the end of this season, either they're going to be moving into Woodbury or they're going to be moving on because I really don't see them sticking around the prison too much longer. As for her motivation to go to the prison, after Maggie and Glenn got captured by Merle, I kind of think it's a little partial to her wanting to belong to a group and stuff like most people have said, but I kind of think that that's not the entire thing because she spent a couple of months out on her own before she even found Andrea. So um, what I think she kind of wanted to do was kind of get a group of people behind her to go into Woodbury again just to rescue Andrea because um, while there might not be kind of a lesbian thing, I don't know. There's really been nothing even to lead me to that conclusion in the series or anything. But I do think that she might have a little bit of a girl crush on her. Um, nothing sexual or anything. Just she's kind of a almost kind of a sister to her now. So that's why I think that she wants to go to Woodbury to actually kind of rescue Andrea because she leaves her there, then something bad is gonna happen to Andrea sometimes. So at least from what she thinks. So now with the possible rape that was gonna be in there, I really don't know about it because I've never been raped. I've never had anybody who I know has been raped. So I really can't, speak with any kind of certainty on that. But um, I know that a lot of the women that have been talked to about that scene and stuff, they say it's an absolutely horrible thing. But uh, I don't know. It just really didn't register that much with me. It did register a little bit, but not quite as much as it probably should have. I think it's probably because the character Maggie just kind of didn't have any emotion behind it. She kind of just went limp. I don't know. Maybe if she would have fought a little bit, you know, then I might have been a little more sympathetic or whatever, or empathetic or whatever. But yeah, I just don't know about that. I'm kind of glad in a way that the governor didn't go through with it. I just really don't know what to say about that because I've never actually been in that position, so um I know as I said, a lot of women they were kind of like, well, I'd rather get eaten alive by walkers than actually have that happen. And see, I really don't know about that because you know I just think that getting eaten alive by something or some things ripping you apart I'm just really not sure of. I have no way to actually comment on this really, so I know I've actually been talking about it for a little bit here, but I just really don't know what to actually think about it at all. So, but on a lighter note, I guess I could say, I was a little surprised that they found that hermit living all by himself in kind of a boarded up house over there. So, um, I'm not totally surprised that somebody actually lived, but uh, yeah, I think the guy was totally insane because he's been living out there without any human contact or anything for at least a year or so. I'm surprised at all that he could really speak English kind of well, better than me, but I kind of would have thought that he would have had a very limited vocabulary, but I'm kind of surprised that he didn't go all Dell and make up his own language. But the whole thing after they killed him, and they shoved him out the door, that probably led to the funniest scene out of the episode, at least from my opinion. And thing that I think is really great is that it wasn't intentional or anything, but after they threw him out the door and the zombies were basically ripping him apart, and you could see all of his intestines and all this kind of stuff, and um, all the blood and everything that they were ripping out of him. At least in the second episode that they showed right after the premiere, right after that they went to a commercial break and they were like The Walking Dead, brought to you by KFC, and I just thought, when you're writing, you had no idea what commercials are coming up like right after or anything. So I thought that was kind of funny that nobody actually caught that. I guess the only way that it could have been funnier to me is if they would have had it like brought to you by Manwich, but and it's a good thing that Mr. Scientist had Andrea with him. And yes, I know he's got an actual name, but I just think of him as Mr. Scientist, kind of the name that was given to all the scientists in the Osmo episode of South Park. So um, that's just the way that I think of him. So, but anyways, he was really lucky that Andrea was standing right by him, and that she had such quick reflexes, because he would have been totally screwed. I don't know if he would have been bitten or whatever, but he would have at least been scratched, which would eventually turn him into a zombie himself. So, um, I think that the governor is trying to see if there's any kind of a glimmer of hope, kind of like in a way Herschel did in season 2, to see if he can kind of bring back his daughter. I don't know why it's so important for him to bring back his daughter. If basically he knows that she's dead and she's falling apart. Uh, of course, he is a psychopath and just wants to kind of be in control of death too. So next week is the mid-season finale. I'm kind of interested to see how deeply the prison is overrun by the people the governor is sending there. I don't know if everybody is going to be captured or if the only person left is going to be like probably Carol or maybe Carl or whatever. I think what is going to happen is that they're probably going to kill Herschel. They probably won't like get rid of his brain or whatever. They'll probably just let him die and become a zombie, which of course will suck. So, um, as for Judith, the recently named daughter of Rick, I don't know if they're just gonna, you know, take the baby with them and hopefully just raise her in Woodbury, or if they're just gonna kill it when they actually see it. I don't know. So I think that's one of the things that's could be kind of interesting to see next week. The other thing that I think might happen that I think is going to be kind of interesting is when Merle and Daryl actually see each other and kind of interact. What I think will happen is that there will be kind of a slight delay in their reactions when they see each other, like kind of out of surprise, kind of out of the desire not to hurt each other. And while Rick will kind of be understanding in that moment, of course the governor won't be, and I think any slight delay by Merle, he's probably just gonna shoot him. So, um, and of course, when I say shoot him, he's not gonna like destroy his brain or whatever. He's gonna, you know, actually just like shoot him in the arm or chest or whatever, just in one of the major arteries or in the heart or whatever. So he kind of dies slowly. I think as he's laying there dying, Daryl is gonna have to kind of make a tough choice of actually shooting his brother. I don't know if Merle is gonna kind of look at him and be like, you don't know, don't, or if he's gonna be kind of like the way the Dale was in the last season, where he's basically like, you know, I know what's gonna happen, so come on, you've got to do this. So, um, I really don't know. I kind of wish that he'd be the latter one, just give Merle that extra little thing, that likability factor. But who knows? Maybe they just decide to make him go out like a rat bastard and stuff. So, but anyways, I'm gonna sign out. This is episode 15. You've been watching Let's Discuss The Walking Dead. This has been for season 3, episode 7, and I will see you next week for the the mid-season finale. So, till then, take care.